This is the Generation Report. I am Paul Zimmy Finn. Hope you're doing well. The spirit of America will return because there will be no other choice. Of the many predictions made in the fourth turning back in 1997, this is perhaps the most hopeful one. Its lofty language is borrowed from the words of former Hawaii Senator and Purple Heart recipient Daniel Inouye, who in 1995 recalled World War II as infused by a spirit that united and galvanized our people. Quite simply, the mood Strauss and Howe envisioned would make a return, the one Senator Inouye spoke about, has not returned. And because it has not returned, we should seek to understand why. Invariably, crisis eras place more power in the hands of institutions and leaders, and in Strauss and Howe's words, bring decisive events that inspire great documents and speeches, and which contain visions of a new political order. But the Spirit of America metaphor, as they use it, bears only a partial resemblance to what was described by Senator Inouye in the very same language. What Senator Inouye was recalling from his World War II service days was not so much patriotism as it was a sense of fellow feeling among Americans, which gave the patriotism of the time its force and meaning. And human nature being what it is, fellow feeling is far from an inevitability in a crisis. There is another path, and there is another choice. The following excerpts are taken from The Quest for Cosmic Justice, published in 1999 by Thomas Sowell. What the American Constitution established was not simply a particular system, but a process for changing systems, practices, and leaders, together with a method of constraining whoever or whatever was ascendant at any given time. That is why it was not simply a national phenomenon, but has been seen by others in the world at large as a landmark in the general struggle for human freedom. A quarter of a century before he delivered the Gettysburg Address, Abraham Lincoln gave another speech, much less celebrated, but all too relevant to our theme and our times. In an 1838 address in Springfield, Illinois, Lincoln asked where future dangers to the freedom and security of the American people might be found. It was not from foreign enemies, he said, but from internal threats. What is particularly significant about Lincoln's warning is that it was based on a vision of what human beings are like. The field of glory is harvested, and the crop is already appropriated, but new reapers will arise, and they too will seek a field. And when they do, they will as naturally seek the gratification of their ruling passion as others have done so before them. The question is, can that gratification be found in supporting and maintaining an edifice that has been erected by others? Most certainly, it cannot. The prerequisites of civilization are not an interesting subject to those who concentrate on its shortcomings. What would otherwise be a purely personal idiosyncrasy becomes socially ominous when it generates a whole vision of the world. That vision is the vision of cosmic justice. If you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone important to you. Thank you for listening, and may God bless America.